He was Spartacus, a name that would become synonymous with rebellion and the fight for freedom, a gladiator, a slave. Yet, he was more than just a man in chains. He was a beacon of hope for the oppressed. He was a symbol of defiance against the might of Rome. His very existence challenged the status quo. In 73 BC, he ignited a slave revolt that shook the Roman Republic to its core. This was not just a mere uprising. It was a movement that resonated with the downtrodden. His name would echo through history, not just as a rebel, but as a symbol of the undying human spirit. Spartacus was a skilled warrior, trained in the brutal arts of the gladiatorial arena. His prowess in combat was unmatched. He understood the art of war, not just in the arena, but on the battlefield. His strategic mind was a force to be reckoned with. He led his fellow slaves to victory against Roman legions, proving that even the mightiest empire could be challenged. His rebellion became a beacon of hope, a shining light in the darkness of oppression. He fought for freedom against oppression, breaking the chains that bound him and his fellow slaves. Spartacus's story is one of courage and leadership. He was not just a fighter, he was a leader who inspired those around him. He rallied ordinary people to achieve extraordinary feats, showing that unity and determination could overcome even the greatest of odds. His tactics and strategies continue to fascinate military minds today. His ability to outmaneuver and outthink his opponents was legendary. He was a master of unconventional warfare, using guerrilla tactics to strike fear into the hearts of his enemies. His rebellion, though ultimately crushed, exposed the vulnerabilities of the Roman Empire. It showed that even the most powerful empires have their weaknesses. It demonstrated the power of collective will, the strength that comes from unity and shared purpose. Spartacus's fight continues to inspire those who seek justice and equality. His legacy lives on in the hearts of those who dare to challenge oppression and fight for a better world. Born into freedom, Spartacus was a Thracian by birth, a people known for their fierce independence and warrior culture. His early years were spent in the rugged terrain of Thrace, where he learned the skills of a hunter and a fighter. But his life took a drastic turn when he was captured by Roman forces. Spartacus knew the bitterness of slavery. Torn from his homeland, he was sold into the brutal world of Roman servitude. The chains that bound him were not just physical, but also a constant reminder of his lost freedom. Sold into the brutal world of gladiatorial combat, he endured hardship. He trained to fight, to survive. The gladiator school was a place of relentless training and brutal discipline. Every day was a battle for survival, and every fight in the arena was a fight to the death. But Spartacus was not just any gladiator. He was a warrior with a burning desire for freedom. This experience forged him into a leader of men. He earned the respect of his fellow gladiators through his strength, his courage, and his unwavering determination. He became a symbol of hope for those who had none. He understood the suffering of his fellow slaves. He saw their pain, their despair, and their longing for freedom. He shared their dreams and their hopes for a better future. He empathized with their desire for freedom. His own experiences had taught him the value of liberty, and he was determined to help others achieve it. He spoke to them of a life beyond the chains, a life where they could be free to live as they chose. His own longing for liberation fueled his determination. Every day, he planned and plotted, looking for the right moment to strike. His resolve was unbreakable, and his vision of freedom was clear. He would lead them out of bondage. The day finally came when Spartacus and his fellow gladiators made their daring escape. They fought their way out of the gladiator school and into the open countryside, where they began their journey to freedom. Spartacus possessed charisma that ignited a fire in the hearts of his followers. He spoke of hope, of dignity, of a future free from Roman chains. His words resonated deeply with those who had suffered under the yoke of slavery. They followed him willingly, inspired by his vision and his courage, of a future free from Roman chains. His words resonated. They followed him willingly. Spartacus was not just a leader, he was a beacon of hope for all who yearned for freedom. He wasn't just a warrior, he was a symbol of resistance against oppression. His strength and skill in battle were matched by his compassion and understanding. He was a beacon of hope. His leadership was not just about fighting, it was about inspiring others to believe in the possibility of a better future. He treated his followers with respect, earning their loyalty. He understood that true leadership was about more than just giving orders. It was about building trust and fostering a sense of community. This mutual trust was the bedrock of his army's strength. It allowed them to face even the mightiest legions. Spartacus's army was not just a group of fighters, it was a brotherhood united by a common cause. It allowed them to face even the mightiest legions. With Spartacus at the helm, they believed they could overcome any obstacle, no matter how formidable. His leadership and their unity made them a force to be reckoned with. Spartacus was a master tactician, a leader whose strategic brilliance has been celebrated throughout history. His ability to outthink and outmaneuver his enemies was legendary. He used his knowledge of Roman warfare against them, turning their own strategies into weaknesses. Spartacus studied Roman tactics meticulously, understanding their formations, their strengths, and their vulnerabilities. He understood their strengths and weaknesses. He exploited every advantage, using his insights to craft plans that would catch the Romans off guard. His ability to anticipate their moves and counter them was unparalleled. He employed guerrilla tactics, ambushing Roman patrols and disrupting supply lines. These unconventional methods kept the Roman legions on edge, never knowing when or where the next attack would come. He trained his followers to fight as a cohesive unit, maximizing their effectiveness. His victories stunned Rome, proving that a well-coordinated force, even if smaller in number, could achieve great things. One of his most famous victories took place at Mount Vesuvius. Here, Spartacus demonstrated his strategic genius by using the terrain to his advantage, turning a potential disadvantage into a decisive victory. He outmaneuvered the Roman forces sent to crush the rebellion. His ability to think several steps ahead allowed him to stay one step ahead of his enemies, frustrating their efforts to capture him. He used the terrain to his advantage, trapping and decimating the legions. By choosing the battleground carefully, he could turn the natural landscape into a powerful ally. Spartacus's strategic brilliance wasn't limited to the battlefield. He was also a master of logistics and planning, ensuring that his forces were always well supplied and ready for action. He understood the importance of logistics. Without a steady supply of food, weapons, and other essentials, even the best-trained army would falter. He secured supplies and forged alliances with local populations. These alliances provided crucial support, both in terms of resources and additional fighters. He knew that victory depended on more than just fighting prowess. It required careful planning, resource management, and the ability to inspire and lead his followers. Spartacus's legacy as a strategic mastermind endures to this day. Spartacus's leadership offers timeless lessons. Though centuries have passed, his principles remain highly relevant. They find resonance in boardrooms, on sports fields, and in social movements. His ability to inspire and unite people from diverse backgrounds is a testament to the power of shared vision. He created a sense of purpose that transcended individual differences. His followers fought as one cohesive unit. Modern leaders can learn from Spartacus's emphasis on empathy and understanding. Effective leadership requires connecting with people, recognizing their strengths and weaknesses. It demands respect and trust. Spartacus's strategic thinking, his ability to adapt and innovate, holds vital lessons for today's complex world. The ability to anticipate challenges, to strategize, and to execute plans effectively is crucial for success.